All right, this is Chuck Williams. I want to welcome everybody to our initial launch of the Team of Hope lead generation system, zero cost lead generation system. And you all are in for a real blessing. Mike and I have been working on this for a long time. Marcus Harris has joined us recently and helped us with some of the technical issues that need to be done. And between the three of us and some of the people that invested in this at the beginning, my daughter and Pete Hamby specifically, we are ready to roll. And so tonight starts the training. We'll do another training to complete the training Wednesday night, and I'll let Mike go through everything. But I do want to say this. I've watched this from beginning to end. It's taken a few different twists and turns throughout the process, but Mike and I are both extremely confident that all of you who are being given access to the system, if you will apply yourself and really work using this system, you will be successful, and your business, most importantly, will become duplicatable so you can have an ongoing business, which is very, very important. So, Mike, I am super excited to have everybody learn what we've got for them. So why don't you take it away, my friend?
Okay. Thanks, Chuck. It's nice to be here tonight. And what I really wanted to tell everybody is this. You're going to get all the tools you need, all the training you need, and all the motivation that you need. And here's what's gonna, you can't hear me very well. John, hold on. Let me see where my mic is. Can you hear me okay, Chuck?
You're a little faint. Sounds like you're away from your microphone a little bit.
How about now?
That's much better.
Okay. Anyhow, as I was saying, you're going to have all the tools you need, all the inspiration, and all the motivation. I just want to tell you a little bit how this training is going to work. First of all, it's not going to be like any other kind of training that you've had before, in the fact that I'm going to be doing this with you step by step, and I'm going to report to Chuck every day. So this Monday and this Wednesday, you will get an overview and learn what is in the training. And then every Monday and Wednesday, we'll get back together again, and we're going to be able to help you as you go through the steps, and this is going to be continuous. So I want everybody to kind of relax and don't get overwhelmed with this. You really don't have to take any notes tonight unless you'd like to. Just kind of let this come to you. And I just want to tell you, people usually that go through trainings like this, they ask the question, why? Well, we'll give you the answer to every one of these steps, why we do it, what we've done with the steps, and the results that we've already received along the way. And Chuck and I have been working together for a long time. So we got a great history. We got a great track record. But I do want you to know this. We're going to hold hands, go through this. And the only thing that you got to do is just believe in yourself as you go through this. So I'm going to share my screen here to kind of get started. And what I want to do is this to get started. Chuck and I have kind of put together, this is video one. Let me back out of this. Oh, I could start here. This is fine. This is kind of like your fast action guide to what the training's going to be like. And it's a 5 zero cost steps for home office business marketing strategies. And for your business that builds successful people rather than being built on people. So if you know what that means is, for when we qualify people and we screen people, and I mentioned this to Chuck before, I'm looking for people that are more talented than myself. I want to work with people that make me better. And I hope as you go through this, you're going to realize that you're going to have the confidence to attract those type of people. So in video one, of our presentation here tonight. This is kind of like an introduction. And this was set up for doing this on social media. So some of the wording might be a little awkward as I explain it here to you tonight, but these videos, are put together. There's 7 of them, go from A to Z on how to build your business. And in this program, for those of you who have never had any experience in creating and implementing any kind of direct response lead generation marketing, you're going to get everything that you need here. So let me shoot over to slide number 2. Okay, how to make your home office business profitable. All right.
But
okay. A home office business is the best performance-based earning system in any kind of a business segment. There are no barriers to start. There's no politics. Your earnings are in direct proportion to 4 areas. 1, how you educate people, candidates, before you select and activate them. Number 2, how you motivate and lead. 3, the emphasis you put on duplication. And 4, the discipline to follow a system that galvanizes your business members and creates predictable daily results. And that's what this is really all about. Most home office business owners, they're really basically, chasing the next shiny object. They're almost incapable of committing to one plan of action long enough to develop and sustain a business. And that's what we're going to overcome here. The people that you bring in this month and next month, they're going to be with you at the end of the year, and they're going to be earning. That's what we're going to be able to accomplish here. The biggest challenge in any home office business is to find and select candidates with real business savvy. Until now, many of these types of business professionals have been resistant to home office businesses and referral marketing distribution models. So, in the next videos that you're going to see here, part of this training, it's all tied together. And what our first plateau is going to be, how do we earn $500 a week? And how do we get the people coming in with our business to do the exact same thing? That's what we're going to accomplish. Here's a little bit about, the strategies we're going to teach you and the steps to combat resistance that you get that plagues the home office business sector. Experienced, successful, sharp, competent business people are going to raise their hand and ask you for more information and be part of your selection and interview process. And some of you might be rolling your eyes. Well, Chuck and I have done this, and he'll tell you, he'll give all the testimonials you want in the testing period that we've done this with. And prior to our training and through LinkedIn and different things that we've done together, the kind of people we've been able to get to have an interest in what we're doing here. So here's the 5 things, or here's the 6 things that we're going to cover in this training. And we're going to teach you how to create an irresistible offer. And that means this: people are going to be able to identify in 3 to 5 seconds what's in it for them. Number 2, we're going to help you create an all-star LinkedIn profile. When people go to your LinkedIn account or wherever they go, you are going to make a great presentation of your personal brand. Okay, that's very important. And then we're going to go into list building and combining any lists that you have now, verification of emails, and a voluntary opt-in. Actually, it's a double opt-in, and a service niche and capture page that Chuck and I have kind of hatched over the past few months that we feel is really going to be a big part of how you can build your personal brand. And I want you to think that every time we talk about service niche and capture page, what it's really all about is educating, educating, and educating, creating your own personal credibility before you ever activate at work with somebody. And that's kind of exciting. And over the years, Chuck and I have developed what we call a customized recommendation request letter. And you're going to learn how to do that, and you're going to learn when to use that, and you're going to be excited how effective that is. Another step that along the way is what we call the interview and select process in the preliminary and primary interview process versus recruiting. Okay? And that's going to all come out, and you're going to find out that the confidence that you're going to have is going to come from how you're going to learn how to posture, how you're going to learn how to create scarcity and urgency to get supply and demand on your side. So, each of these videos or each of the training things that we have here, you're going to get a summary checklist. You're going to get the resource tools that you need. You're going to know how to email for one-on-one assistance to me, and how to use a private community access for best results in the future. But, the first 10 people here, you're going to get some really special training. But remember, I'm touching on some things too, because as everybody here gets 2 people, everybody here that's going to get 2 people, we have to have a teaching platform for those that are coming on board, because that's going to be another, value added thing that you're going to have. We're going to teach you how to promote that as well. So let me skip to the next page here. Okay. This is something I want to read to you. It might not mean a lot to you right now, but it's going to be part of the training from a standpoint of how you develop an irresistible offer. So within 3 to 5 seconds, somebody can read your irresistible offer, and we're going to help you create one that they're going to know what's in it for them. So in our scaled out model here of being able to train people that are going to be coming in to, the team of hope going forward, dedicating 1 hour per day using 5 zero-cost lead generation marketing strategies, your income moves to 500 plus weekly. Quickly, you attract and select highly qualified candidates. You gain control of your business. You sustain the people that come to work with you, or your money back. That's what we're going to help people do that come in to my business and your business. Let me go to the next. Okay, your instructors, you know a little bit about who Chuck is. You know a little bit about who I am. We'll get that to you. I did want to take the time to tell you a little bit about Marcus Harris. He's been working with us on the capture page design and the tech part of it, and he's going to play a big role in helping people too. And he's going to be doing some training in the future, working with us. So we'll get a chance to introduce you to Marcus. I know Chuck's got me on a time, a stopwatch. That's how he does it. So at any rate, we'll get a chance to learn a little bit more and get Marcus introduced to many of you, okay, that don't know him. All right. So, Chuck, how do I get out of this full page?
Basically hit exit, escape.
I want to show them a few things in the slides, Chuck, that we were going to use in our program for social media. But I did want to touch on a few things. So I'll go through them quickly before I get to video number 2. Before, you disregard or devalue these strategies, and you're sitting there thinking, do I really want to do this? And the information that we're going to present and teach you, know that we have received numerous testimonials, telling how these strategies have dramatically improved people's home businesses, incomes, and lives when following these steps of the system. So we provide those things in this training, and here's some things that we were doing to verify Chuck, what he's done, some of the things that I've done. And, here's some of the testimonials that we've gotten from working with people in the past in home office businesses. I won't go through them all of them, but, here's one. You got 20 personally sponsored through LinkedIn. Signed up a new distributor 2 days ago, and in Johannesburg, South Africa. We've done a lot of things in the past. Here's another gentleman, brought in 4 consultants. Right now I have business in 9 different countries and closing on 10 as I write this testimonial. So there's some good things here, and they're about to come your way too. So maybe a lot of what you're about to learn will contradict and challenge what you've been taught and conditioned to believe, industry norms and practices and what you observed most others doing. So we're going to show you a new path. It's not a new path, but it's one that's been tested. So every item of advice here, every strategy we introduce is experience-based, experience-tested, and experience-proven. And every item of advice and strategy we dispense in the webinar has proven itself transferable from one product, service, or business to another, and applicable to so many other home office direct sales companies. They are arguably universally applicable. So keep that in mind, and I'll just touch on this real quick. The webinar today is, I guess I want to say this. This training was really kind of set up to overcome one thing. And Chuck and I have talked about this for a long time. And I really think, Chuck, this is the roots to how this all was developed. What we really want to be able to accomplish here as a group is to learn a marketing system, a zero-cost system that's going to get people to raise their hand, come into our business, and stay in our business. And we realize we can't keep everybody in the business. But we felt if 1 out of 10 stay in somebody's business, and we could get that number up to 3 or 4 out of 10, that's a terrific improvement. And Chuck could never calculate for me what that means in the income structure that we all work under here with Isogenics. So that's what we're doing here, and we know we're going to be able to do that because of this. We have a value-added attraction now that we can show anybody in any kind of a business or wants to get into business how not to fail. And that's what you're going to learn here. So I want to jump out of here, Chuck. If there's anything you want to add, I want to jump out. I got to get to another screen here, so give me a minute.
I just want them to see what they're getting their hands on.
Okay. One of the things that from my background, and I see this all the time, one of the real jewels in all of this training is going to be, you're going to understand what an irresistible offer is. And once you understand this and you see how well it works, you're going to wonder why only certain companies use this, for their branding. And How many of you kind of agree with me if you see something and you got your hand on your mouse and you're looking at something and it doesn't register to you, this doesn't look too good to me, you're gone in what, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and you never kind of go back to that. So what we want to do here is we want to learn what creating irresistible offer is. And this is going to be what people are going to see from you immediately, and it's going to get them to understand what's in it for them. And when they understand what's in it for them, they become curious and they want to know more, right? Isn't that what we need them to do? We want them to know more. We want to earn that opportunity. So when you do create that irresistible offer, and I think you can read what's on my screen here. I did read it to you before. What this is, it's creating a very powerful message for your business and yourself or your brand, whatever you want to call it. It will set you apart from the competition. And, first, there's a few ground rules and realities to blend with your expectations. We always want to offer people logical buying options. We don't want to be a con artist. And we want to be able to prove what we say. And I want to emphasize that. Prove what we say. And everything that you're going to learn in this training, we have testimonials to back it up, that it does work, that this isn't any kind of a test to see if it's going to work. We know it's going to work. Shallowness and greed are not the ultimate ideals we want to convey with people. We always want to convey integrity and have a genuine willingness to help people. Okay, let me move to the next slide. Creating your irresistible offer, you're going to learn how to create an effective, irresistible offer, and it's the number one priority in keeping your business profitable. We are going to create that irresistible offer for you. So don't get nervous. Don't start backing up. We're going to create that for you, okay? An effective, irresistible offer will allow you to present yourself with a very good ethical foundation. And, you work with Chuck, and that's how you all came to work with Chuck. He's got a great ethical foundation. So why is an irresistible offer so important? As a home office business owner, we only have 5 seconds or less to get people's attention. We need to clearly and concisely communicate what's in it for them. If we don't, they click their mouse and they're gone, and they're gone forever. They're never coming back. There's too many other things out there. So we get one chance. People, like you and me, we get hundreds of messages direct to us every day, every single day. Out of the bombardment that we're getting now, our survival skills have become exceptional. So we subconsciously filter out the noise. A good irresistible offer will keep you above the noise. It'll cut right through the noise. It'll stick right out. It'll come right out. You'll stand right out. That's what we're going to do here. So in video 2, we will present you the formula to craft a message that sticks. You will observe examples of irresistible offers here. There's a blank worksheet you can work with. I'll help you with different things if you have a customized situation. I don't see that happening here in the first 10 people, but as we go forward, we're going to have to be able to be kind of creative and if we're going to help people. So we're prepared for that. The formula, we're going to have a fill-in blank worksheet, and I'm going to be able to help people one-on-one with that. So again, creating that irresistible offer for our group, it's going to be something for the first 10 that we all can kind of use together. But once we get this irresistible offer, here's what the result's going to be. Then and only then Will you have prospects ready to proceed and trust without reservations? This is a significant component. And you're going to hear me say this again, to earn control of your business. And what do I mean by the control of your business? Well, doing what we're going to show you in 1 hour a day and just duplicating those steps is going to put you in control of your business, because it's going to get you the results that you need. What's the single most important component of any business? Our business, Isogenics. What is it? What's the single most important component? It's an offer. Nothing happens in our business unless an offer is made. Your irresistible offer, my irresistible offer, must clearly convey an offer. Okay? Creating an offer with value. We don't want remorseful, dissatisfied partners and clients. We need to create an irresistible offer with real value at it. Prove it, stand behind it, and have a sincere, dedicated interest in their well-being. You will not only find more qualified prospects this way, make more sales, find solid distributors, but you will have a friend and a partner for a long time. Questions you need to answer. During the targeted lead generation process, we have to break free from the noise that's out there. How many emails do you get every day? I only open the ones that have good subject lines, to be honest with you. We got to remove the doubt that prospects, they have. We've all done, or we do this. When somebody docks to us, the first thing we're going to think about is, how much will this cost me? What are you trying to get me to buy or sign up for? How do you get people to believe in you? Well, the irresistible offer is a great tool to get started. Your irresistible offer, when crafted correctly, will allow you to make a quality offer. The other critical question we need to answer goes back to this. Can't emphasize how important this is. What's in it for me? Why are you here tonight? Why did you take up Chuck's offer? He made an offer to you. What's in it for you? Spend 1 hour a day working on your business and move towards making $500 plus weekly, being in control of your business, sustaining it, being able to duplicate it, have a value-added tool that you can offer to people, because now you can show them how to do zero-cost lead generation marketing. That's what's in it for you. So hold on. An irresistible offer is not about presenting features and benefits. It's not even benefits alone. So how do we craft and convey an irresistible offer in 5 seconds or less, and what is included? And an irresistible offer's got to be believable. It's got to be believable. You promote a return on investment clearly, that immediately gets a prospect or client to act on the offer with total confidence, without hesitation, that they would be a fool to pass up. When you do this, it's going to separate you in any offer from all other available options to them. They immediately sign up with confidence, ask for more information, or pull out their credit card and give you money. Okay? And that's on a wider scope. But the irresistible offer is not a special offer. Again, it's a fact, a benefit, or unique selling proposition. And for some of you who have heard what a unique selling proposition is before, that means this. And the irresistible offer differs from that. The USP, you differentiate from any and all competition. It emphasizes a positive, desirable customer benefit, and it's easily understood. Remember, the irresistible offer is not really about the benefit, okay? So hold on here. Let's go to the next page. Why we need an irresistible offer, okay? If you don't have an irresistible offer, then what you're doing is you're really promoting what I call marketing trickery, which amounts to nothing more than, throwing a new coat of glossy paint on an old barn. It might have a great paint job, that barn, but there is not much of a real estate market, at least where I live, for a well-painted, old, dilapidated barn. So the irresistible offer must be the starting point of your home office business. And as a group of 10 here, we're going to create a great one. So, and if you're confused or puzzled, most businesses out there, they rely on institutional advertising, and they overlook the value of an irresistible offer. As I say, we get bombarded with advertising, and institutional advertising, you see it all the time. I'll get into that on a later training, but you don't have to know what that is right now. Okay, before we start creating an irresistible offer, let me show you some examples that I've kind of put together as we can use as templates in creating our irresistible offer. One of the companies that I worked with in the past, in 30 days, start profiting from more rounds of golf at better rates, guaranteed, or your money back. Works for any kind of daily fee facility. Now, if you owned a daily fee facility, that should kind of get your attention immediately. Here's another one. And Aleve, your aches and pains disappear, and you're feeling re-energized in 30 minutes or your money back. That's an irresistible offer. Dedicating 1 hour a day using 5 zero-cost lead generation strategies. You can read the rest. I read that to you. That's the kind of irresistible offer we're going to create, that if you put your name on a piece of paper, Mike Mucci equals dedicating 1 hour per day using 5 zero-cost lead generation strategies, your income's going to move towards $500 a week. You're going to attract high qualified candidates. You're going to be in control of your business. You're going to sustain that growth or your money back. That's what I'm about. And if you come across me, you're going to know in 5 seconds what I'm all about. So we're going to clearly and concisely create one of those for ourselves, okay, for our Isogenics business. Okay, all 3 of the irresistible offers promote a return on investment. They're believable. They're guaranteed. They promote a great deal. The targeted prospect would be a fool to pass up, or at least go to the next step and ask for more details. Forms of proof that back up an irresistible offer. Remember I said, whatever we say, we got to prove it. It can be social, technical, or factual. Social can be testimonials, pictures, actual emails. Technical, a product scientifically validated. Factual, a 6-year track record, case studies, testimonials, like, a 95% retention rate over 5 years. Those are the kind of things we're talking about that make something believable. And whatever we say, we got to back that up and prove it with a real testimonial. And some of you have been with on trainings before. You know what a real testimonial is? The person's name, where they live, and their email address. So if somebody wants to check with them, and they do, they'll find out that testimonial is real. Okay, that's fantastic. That's what we got to do here. Okay, so we always need to prove on what we say or promote. We got to be clear, concise, and consistent. So when we talk about guarantees, okay, I learned this a long time ago, and it stuck with me for a long time. Entrepreneurs at times are afraid of this word. Some of the very best marketers say, go find something to sell or represent you can be proud of, and people will enjoy using it or being a part of a team. Many will tell you this: the stronger the guarantee, the fewer the problems you have. You got to generously guarantee. If you can't guarantee it, don't sell it or represent it. That's a rule. And you know, we got a great product. They've got all kinds of guarantees. That is huge. That's huge in the process of creating our irresistible offer and our zero cost strategies. So, I'll just touch on these real quick so you know, and I'm going to jump to the next video. How much time do I have, Chuck?
You got about 5 minutes, but you take a little longer. I figured you would, but I want you to make sure everybody knows that everything you're showing right now, the irresistible offer, that's all done for you guys. Now we're going to tweak it, and all the content, all the material, it's all done. And so we've basically set up a landing page for you. We're going to need your personal information. We'll get to some of these details a little bit, but he's just showing you the value that we're going to be bringing future clients. All of you, this first 10, this is all done for you. So go ahead, Mike.
Now I only got 1 minute, but thanks for the commercial. Okay. Irresistible offer worksheet and questionnaire. You know, what does your product and service do for people? How do they feel when they use it? What's the return on investment? How can it change their current situation? What's in it for them? In what time frame do they receive these results? Is it minutes, hours, days, weeks, or months? And kind of like, what's that guarantee like? So, at any rate, I'm going to jump ahead here to the next video. But what I really want to say is, and I'm going to not really go into video 3 today and video 4. What I would like to do is this. One of the things that is going to be a huge part of this is I talked to you a little bit about the service niche, and I wanted you to be aware that you are going to have something like this here. Let me find it. Okay. Let me know when that pops up on the screen, Chuck.
We can see it.
Okay. We're going to, I'm just going to kind of freelance here through list building and, you know, verification and any kind of list that you have. Some of you already have a LinkedIn profile and stuff, so I'll bring that up next time. But let's just talk really quick about list building, compiling the lists that you have right now, getting those verified, and this process, what I call a service niche that you're going to be participating in. So let me just talk to you about what I have. Okay? In my particular case, I have almost 4,000 LinkedIn connections. I have the email addresses for most of those LinkedIn connections. We will teach you how to do that, how to go to your LinkedIn page and pull those email addresses into an Excel spreadsheet. I have a Gmail address book of all the people that I've sent emails to over the years. We will show you how to pull those emails together and into an Excel spreadsheet. And what we're going to do is this. We created what we call a service niche, a capture page that's non-threatening to anybody ahead of our Isogenics business. Okay, if you could just picture this for a minute. Remember I said educate, educate, educate before you activate. So we are going to pull your lists together, and we're going to get those emails verified. And there is a small little fee for that. It's 1 cent per email. But what you do is you get those verified. So when you do use an email distributor who's going to send your emails out, you don't get a lot of bounces and there's no red flags. So it's a step we have to take. You are going to have a page that looks just like this. Not going to have my picture on it. It's going to have your picture on it. And what it's going to be is it's going to be a weekly send out of different tips and guidelines to help people cope, prevent, and address basically their well-being. We're going to talk about things like, well, the first one in there is, 5 ways not to have a stroke, heart attacks, high blood pressure, all the different things related to what the isogenics products would keep people from getting. Okay? But we're going to educate people on the front end. You're going to create your own brand. Nowhere on this page does it say anything about isogenics. It's going to be a free weekly newsletter. None of us are born winners. None of us are born losers, but we are born to choose. And it's going to address these things. You can read it. I'll let you go over it. Chuck will give you the URL to it. I think he probably already has. And we will supply you this content. Now, what is this doing? Just want to tell you what the purpose of this is. Anybody that's going to come in, and we're going to give you the lead generation content to send out to your list to get them to join this page. Now, think about this for a minute. Think about this. The people, let's say you have 1,000 people and you get 100 of them to come to this page. And every week you're giving them content. First of all, those 100 people, when they raised their hand and they came to this page, what they're already telling you is they're interested in how to better take care of themselves and how, to get knowledge how to do that. Isn't that the kind of targeted person we want to consider for our isogenics business, at least for our products? So this is going to be something that you're going to add on the front end of your isogenics business. Nowhere will it say isogenics, but it'll be a service from your personal brand to help people, get them to understand. They're like 2-minute reads, 3-minute reads every week. And you just keep dripping on them. Guess what you're doing? You're helping them. Guess what else you're doing? You're building your credibility. You're not asking anybody to buy anything. Nowhere in the emails does it say, isogenics, buy this, try this. Nowhere. It's just pure educating. So you're going to develop a relationship with your list. They're going to believe in you. They're going to trust in you. Okay? That's going to set the stage for us to do the rest of our lead generation marketing. And we do it in a non-threatening way. And that'll come on Wednesday night when I see you the next time. Back to you, Chuck.
Yeah, I want to reemphasize what you just got to there at the end. And thanks for the humor there. You had me cracked up about the 1 minute left. Number one, we're going to teach you the information we need for this profile page. I've already sent it to you. I sent you the link, MikeMucci7.com, and I sent you the data that Marcus needs to upload your picture, get your information on this page. So the sooner you get that to us, the sooner Marcus can start working on that. You guys all owe Marcus and Mike a huge big thank you. This would literally cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get all this work done. They're doing it gratis. They're doing it to serve you. Now, they're going to benefit from growing the business with us, but they're blessing you guys. I promise they are. There's no cost to you for any of this. So you got to get the information to get your profile set up. And number two, be on the training where Mike's going to teach you how to develop your list, how to get your list extracted from LinkedIn, from Gmail, to where you can then send that list to Mike. It will be verified and scrubbed. It will cost you 1 penny per email. That's your only cost in this, because there is a hard cost. There's no sense Mike paying your list fee. But once you get that in the Get Response email marketing system, that's Mike Mucci's Get Response email marketing system. There's no fee for that. The content that's being developed, the things that are being sent out, it's all done for you. So we have really cookie cutter this for the first 10 of you. We want to get you to be great success stories. And that's why I'm going to be a real stickler for being on these trains and hitting the deadlines, getting the profile information in, getting your list put together. If I end up with 3 or 4 of you instead of 10, I want 3 or 4 to hit this in all aces. I want it to be 100% success rate. I do want to say that I'm looking for $500 a month within 90 days because this is beta. I know Mike's just hell-bent on $500 a week. We will get there, and we may even get there right now, but I want to set your expectations to where let's go for $500 a month within 90 days in this first beta test, and we hope to exceed that by far. So anyway, that closes out. We will meet again Wednesday night where we'll get through the rest of the training, and we'll start into how to get us your list, and then we'll just go step by step. And another thing, Mike mentioned this earlier, but I want to repeat it. He's going to be doing this with us. Diana and I are going to be doing this with you. And so Mike is going to be documenting what he's doing day to day. So you kind of just follow along. A lot of it you're not going to have to do because he's doing it for you, but there's little pieces that you're going to have to learn how to do. Get him the list, number 1. Number 2, get us the profile information or vice versa. And number 3, when it gets to people raising their hand saying, I want to know more, you've got to learn how to do the preliminary interview. Again, Mike and I have mastered that. We've just absolutely aced that preliminary interview. It will take your business to a whole new level. It'll put you in control, and it will literally filter out the very best people. You don't want to be working with a bunch of people that aren't serious. So we're going to fine-tune your list to find you 2 or 3 or 4 really, really quality people to work with, and then we're going to teach them to duplicate that, and this thing's going to explode for you. So Mike, Marcus, thank you two so much for making this available for everybody. And I want to thank all of you for being on here. Everybody's here that said they're going to be here. Elaine will watch the recording, so will Brian Neville in, and then we'll pick it up Wednesday night. And by this time next week, gang, we will be cranking on this. So God bless you all. Mike, thank you, buddy.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, Chuck.